Hello everyone and welcome back to Witch Watch. This is episode 6. I'm really excited because last week we got introduced to a new character in the cat girl. Her name was Nemu Meow, I believe. And we also, we learned more about the teacher. We learned more about the artist girl. I'm really liking the characters in this show so far. I think they're very likable characters. They're funny. I love the character designs. I mean, I've said that throughout this whole series, but I think the character designs in this show, to me, like something about the combination of designs and the art style, I really love them both. I love them a lot. And then on top of that, this is an incredible adaptation, it seems like, of the series. So like the animation is great as well, and the emotion, the sort of energy within each of these characters and the character animation and stuff is so great. So I'm really excited to jump into this episode. Let's just get into it. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, as well as early access, exclusive videos, and lots of other great stuff for both this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. Let's jump into this Witch Watch episode 6. What's she doing? Okay. Oh, it just gives you some extra luck on it. That's so cute. Yeah, what about your love life, Nico? Under the love... My subtitles cut off there. Yeah, I have to know how healthy you are. Oh, he took the criticism well. Oh my god. Cool. It's pretty sick. The art style of this episode looks a little different for some reason. He's just a cool guy. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Raise your femininity. Is she gonna cast a femininity spell on herself? It's not gonna work. Do you know Morihito at all? I mean, this is like a fucking Kaguya-sama like storyline. Oh, and is it gonna hit her skirt as well? Oh, it did, but it actually makes it flow quite nicely. Aww. Stronger? Oh my god. He's gonna start blowing her away. Where's the teacher to make some manga reference? Oh my god, that's terrifying. For everyone's body measurements. Morihito, find Nico so you can figure out her weight. Oh shit. Oh, this is like him catching the leaves. They brought it back. Aw, that's nice. I did not look at a single one. That's great. He learned. Yeah, he's a bit awkward. Cute. Oh, is this a girl confessing? Are we gonna get a follow-up on that? Oh, is this guy gonna confess? Is he gonna confess or is he gonna ask for her blessing to confess to someone else? Yeah, she's a catch. What the fuck? Look at that art style. Yeah. Do it. You're like Dio. I like her breaking down crying because of this. Damn. Yeah, makes sense. Maybe he like turns off his vision when you look cute so that he doesn't get feelings. Ah, nice. I like how there's someone that can get her references. It's none of his business. Aww. That's sweet. He's a sweet guy, man. Ah, these are nice images. The Air Force mark? Oh. You're making a friend? Magami Keigo. Oh, look at that. You had a positive interaction. Uh-oh. She's gonna confess to you. Can we go over to that tree over there? Everyone's here. That's such a good joke. They're holding up the names. You're very popular, girl. Oh. Oh. Good hiding place. Oh, are you about to? Is this Mori? Yep, it is. Here we go. Oh, great. Then let's start dating. Yeah, he's a very sweet guy. I was about to say, that's kind of what they like about him. I didn't even know how he'd answered this. Okay. There you go. That's really sad. Unless he goes, however. Oh, yep. Okay. You're precious. That's good. You're being precious zoned. Is she gonna like feel his heartbeat? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's really sad. Oh. That's so cute. I like the effects of this like orb. Mm-hmm. Aww. I like that this girl's just happy to see him happy. Oh, here you go. Yep, you're gonna probably land on him. Nico. Aww. But look, you're being carried again. Aww. No, he's strong. Yeah. The fuck is this dude? Yeah, what the fuck? Oh? George. Oh. Is that what Moy and Nico are doing? He's trying to make sure no one bothers him. Very cute. That's so cute. Very nice. What a good episode of Witch Watch. I really like it. I feel like now I was looking at that ED. I think do we know everyone in that ED now? I think we might. When I first saw that ED, I was like, wow, there's a lot of characters in here. But there actually aren't that many, and I think we know them all. I think we can kind of see them here, right? And I mean, it's kind of cut off on the screen that you can see. Maybe I can do this. There we go. So you can see, I mean, we know, obviously, we know Moy. We know Khan. We know this guy who we just got introduced to as Keigo. So Keigo, Nemu, and then the artist girl and what's her name? Kara or something? And then obviously Nico. And I think those are the main ones that they're showing in this ED. I think that's all the main cast. Yeah, that's them again. There's the teacher back here. But yeah, I think we now have seen all of the main cast, which is good. Like because I like all of them. I think they're all good characters. I enjoy all of their presence. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed with any of them. Like, even, you know, I would say Khan was the one that I was most nervous about, kind of, because he was like the first one seeming to be like really integrated within the main cast, and I didn't know if his type of character would be one that I like. But I'm enjoying his. Like, I thought that it would be like they would really lean into the rivalry between him and Moy, and it would be more of a, they would hate each other. They would be, like, rivals. They'd be constantly yelling. He'd be constantly trying to sabotage him or whatever. But they're actually, like, reasonable and cool, you know? So, like, I feel like this series does several things where they set up what seems like it's going to be the formula or the gag, and then they deal with it very quickly, and then we don't have to like deal with the kind of annoying gags and formula. So like the whole, I talked about it in the second episode, I believe, of the show, but like the whole idea of like, okay, this is a show where she's secretly a witch and she has to hide being a witch, and every episode she's gonna like be doing something witch related and have to explain it to people like why this magical stuff is happening. But then, you know, by episode 2, it's like, nope, that's all, that whole concept is done away with. She doesn't have to hide that she's a witch. Everyone knows she's a witch, and they're all gonna know that she does magic, and they're actually coming to her for magic, like for her to do magic for them and stuff. And just like immediately, that's a more unique concept. Since we've seen the whole like magic user has to hide them being a magician constantly, you know, Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Wizards of Waverly Place and Bewitched, I believe, is that, and you know, 1,000 other shows that all do that same concept, right? But yeah, no, this show like does away with that quickly, and then yeah, the whole idea of like these two people and they're gonna be rivals, they're gonna hate each other and stuff, but then they like solve that within the episode, basically, that Khan gets introduced. They have them sort of become friends, so at the very least, you know, there may be some little bits of rivalries here or there, maybe, but for the most part, like, Khan's actually like rooting for them. He's actually like trying to get them to be together and stuff, which I think is nice. And it's just, yeah, it just feels like this series is like, hey, I'm gonna write a gag manga, but I'm gonna do away with some of the things about gag manga that can be maybe annoying for some people. So yeah, the whole like, oh, everything needs to be reset at the end of each chapter. The whole like, oh, here's characters that are constantly having misunderstandings for no reason. The whole like, you know, every chapter is like an individual goofy thing happening that doesn't relate to anything else and can really be put anywhere in the story. Like, I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like there's a sense of progression to this series, but it still has the things that I love about gag anime and gag manga, which is like, they're doing funny things, they're getting into, you know, fun situations, but then also, like I said in, I think, episode 2 again, like, Nico doesn't seem like a bad witch either. It's not like, oh, she's so shitty at magic and is doing like, and she's, you know, she's so dumb that she's doing her magic all wrong and stuff. There's been very few times that she's like really fucked up her magic in this series. I mean, there's stuff where she's just kind of like, she just kind of hasn't thought it through, or has been like a little spacey for a moment, like in the episode where she's like where she's using Embiggen and she's like kind of missing, and then she accidentally uses it on herself by doing this because she stands up at the time. You know, like, she'll make mistakes and stuff, but it just doesn't feel like every time she uses magic it goes wrong and, you know, she never learns. Because that's also like a big staple of stuff like this, is like, you know, you'll see stuff like Fairly Odd Parents, where it's like, okay, Timmy has you know, these fairy godparents, and they will grant him wishes, and he can wish for anything he wants or whatever. And then at the start of the episode, he'll be running into a problem. He'll wish, and I mean, it's been 15 years or something since I've watched Fairly Odd Parents, but he'll wish for something, and then he gets it, and whoa, he's doing crazy shit with it, but then, oh no, everything's going wrong, and he actually realizes he doesn't want that, and it's really horrible, and he has to like unwish it or whatever by the end of the episode, right? And so like, he does all of that, and by the end of the episode, he doesn't have anything, and he didn't gain anything from the wish. It's not like, I mean, he gained a lesson, that's kind of it. That's all he gained from the wish. And it's like, why does he even have these wishes if he's just like, he never gets anything really out of them? And you know, that's always, so it can always reset by the end of the episode. But this series, Nico is like, her using her magic progresses her as a witch, which is one thing that makes it, you know, better, because like her just using the magic more often actually makes her better, so she should be using it a lot, which is like a really cool thing as well, because a lot of magic series tend to be like, oh, here's all this magic, you're not allowed to use it. Like that's a big thing. It's like, oh, there's all these rules on when you can and can't use magic or whatever. In this series, it's like Nico using magic is actually a good thing. She should be doing it. And most of the time, someone comes up to her, asks for help. You know, she put the charm on that girl to like try to help her get a boyfriend. Later in the episode, she didn't come back and go like, oh, I did it, but then there were like all these people kept surrounding me, and then and then like now people won't leave me alone, and there's people stalking me and outside my house and stuff. Like they could have done like, oh, let's see how that charm goes wrong or whatever. But that didn't happen. It was just a nice thing she did, and it seems like it worked out nicely for the girl, you know? And I think it's really nice to see, hey, she's using magic, and the magic just works nicely and she's good at it. I really like the way that this series is doing it. Like, I think it's kind of transcending a lot of what I think of when I think of gag anime and gag manga. So really impressive. I loved towards the start of the episode, Morihito gets told, you can't ask a girl her weight or whatever, like that's private information, and it's uncomfortable for her, and he takes that into account. And then later when it's like, oh no, all the weight stats for everyone in the school, especially the girls ones, are flying everywhere or whatever, and then he just like goes, grabs them all out of the air, comes back down and hands them back and goes, I did it without looking at a single one. Like, he was so careful not to look at any of the weight, just so that they don't feel bad. It's like, it's very cute that he takes that on. He remembers it. It's something he actually cares about upholding. It's nice. I like it. Oh my god, the joke where there's like a bunch of people under the lovers tree, and then it cuts to like a group of them, and it's like they're at an airport holding up the signs of the names of the people that they want to confess to. That's such a funny joke. That's really, really good. I love that. That's like, I'm in awe of thinking of that joke. I think it's great. So good. So this episode also, something strange. I don't know if this is just me, but I think the art style of this episode is quite different, isn't it? Like, I feel like both everyone, but especially Nico and Morihito both looked different in this episode, you know? Like, so much so that at the start of the episode, I thought we were watching a flashback, because I thought they'd drawn the characters younger, but we weren't. We were just watching the show. So I wonder why that is. Like, I wonder if either it's just a different episode director, or if this episode was outsourced at all, you know? Like, it felt like this episode had a different vibe to it than the others. Whatever it is, I think I prefer the other episodes' style, but this episode was still very good and had some great, some nice moments of like animation and stuff that I liked still. It was just something that I was noticing throughout the episode, so I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It was still very good. Anyway, that is Witch Watch episode 6. So thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel. And go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos for both this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.